Want a great homemade cranberry sauce that will surprise and delight your friends? Coming up next on Gourmet Done Skinny. Let's get cooking. I'm Amy Lawrence. Welcome to Gourmet Done Skinny, where you can cook and eat like a foodie, master your weight, and live freely. And today I'm going to show you how to make my quick and easy homemade cranberry sauce. It's a gourmet version. You can make it right in your Instapot, although you can also do it on the stove as well. But it's nice to do it in the Instapot, and I'm going to show you how. First, you want to rinse and sort your cranberries, which I've already done. And we're using about 1.5 pounds, and we're going to add that to the Instapot, just like that. Next, we're going to add about 3/4 cup of orange juice. So add that. And we're going to add the zest of 1 orange, and I've already zested this for you, but we're just going to do this. Try not to skip this orange zest. If you don't have it, it's really better run out and go get an orange, because it really does make a big difference, the orange zest. Now we're going to do 3/4 cup of port. I like this Whidbey port. Chateau Ste. Michelle is one of my favorite wineries, local wineries, and they sell this Whidbey Island port, and it's just delicious. This is what I think makes the whole cranberry sauce. So we're going to add the port. Next, we're going to add about 1 cup of sugar. I've tried to cut down on the sugar on this one, but unfortunately, you just need it. I mean, the cranberries are too tart without it. Some people try to use Splenda and other substitutes, but it's for Thanksgiving. You're not gonna eat like this all the time. It's only 4 Weight Watcher points per 1/4 cup. Most people don't eat more than that for Thanksgiving anyway. And by the way, the 4 points is for all the new plants, because they just basically switched to blue, green, and purple. So next, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Just like this. And a teaspoon of fresh ginger. And I like to use this little grater, and I don't always measure it. It doesn't count for points and calories anyway. So peel it a little bit and then just grate a little bit on there. About 1 teaspoon. And we're going to add a little rosemary. About 1 to 2 teaspoons of rosemary works great. So we're going to add that. And last but not least, if you like cinnamon, you could add 1 or 2 sticks. I like to put 2 in, so there we go. Now we're going to stir it around, just like this. And I'm going to turn this around for a minute. I'm going to push Sauté. It says 30 minutes. You don't need to do anything about it. We're not going to saute it for 30 minutes. We're going to saute it until it starts to boil. And then we're going to add the lid and set it to sealing and go from there. All right, it's starting to get hot and it's starting to boil. The reason we do this, we saute it first before we do the Instapot, the pressure cooker, is because we want to burn off the alcohol just a bit. All right, so I'm going to turn the Instapot off. Okay. Next, I'm going to put on our lid. I'm going to set the valve to sealing. On the newer models, you don't actually need to do this. You don't have to change it unless you're going to not seal it, and then you would push the button. But on the older models, you actually have to turn the knob to sealing. So I've done that. Next, I'm going to push manual. On the newer models, you just basically turn it, select it to pressure cook. And I'm going to adjust it down to, I like 3 minutes. We'll put it on. So we're going to press manual, and we're going to adjust it down to 3 minutes. Now, if you like your cranberries whole, more on the whole side, then do 2 or 3 minutes. If you like your cranberries more in the mushy side, and not where you can't see that or not hold berries, then do it for maybe 4 minutes. And then after the timer goes off, we're gonna let it release, natural release for about 10 minutes, okay? So we'll be back. All right, the timer went off. Now we're just gonna leave it here and we're gonna let it natural release for about 10 minutes and then we'll be back. All right, it's been 10 minutes. Now we're going to release the pressure. On the new models for the Instapot, you just push the button, but on the old models, you need a hot pad and you want to turn the turn the knob to venting. There's not too much steam in there this time. And the little button's gonna fall down. There it goes. And now we're gonna open it up and see what it looks like. Oh, there we go. Look how nice and bubbly it is. All right. Now it depends. If you think it looks kind of thin or you don't think it's cooked enough, then you can push the saute button and do maybe a couple more minutes. But I think this version looks really fine. All right, here's some that has been in the refrigerator that I just dished up, and it looks just like this. If you liked this recipe and would like to make an Instapot turkey, check out my Instapot turkey recipe. And also, if you like this recipe and you want to subscribe to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you.